What's up guys, it's Michael here. In this video, we're going to talk about which type of investment you should start off first. Just as a quick disclaimer, I'm not your financial advisor, I'm just a person on the internet talking about, random things and just making fun of it and just opinionated. So, let's break down a topic. Which one is the first one you should start off with? As you know, there are multiple types of investments. There is real estate, stocks, bonds, crypto. Heck, you can even make whatever you have at home to be some type of investment, or even starting up a business. And what we're gonna break down today is which one is the easiest for a majority of people today who want to get into investments. So based on research from other articles, and also personal experience myself, I believe stocks is the easiest. And the reason why I say that are gonna be listed. So first, we're gonna look at the other ones that I personally think is not as easy as getting into stocks versus real estate. So real estate itself, as a summary and breakdown, is basically owning properties, commercial or residential, and other industrial properties and renting them out. So that itself, I suggest, is probably the more difficult category, is because you have to break down and look at your overhead costs, and there's a lot of legal works and matters to it. So if you think about it, if you want to get into real estate, first you gotta have a home. Second, you gotta understand how does the market work. And third, you gotta deal with people. So dealing, I suggest the third one's probably the most difficult because you gotta find which type of client you want. So if you rent your place out to, let's say a person who's not so desirable, they can cause you a lot of headache and cause you to lose money in investments instead, and cause you a lot of trouble that you honestly do not want to have. So instead of taking a risk going through that, you can always take another type of method, such as house hacking. So house hacking, of course, same thing, renting out, but you gotta pick your clients, pick or choose. And of course, you're gonna need an overhead cost. And this overhead cost is what drives majority of people away, because it's not cheap to rent out a place and find people to rent it out and rent it to. And going down the line, you got other things such as, stocks, crypto, which is a lot more easier. Is because if you want to get into it, all you need is a computer and open an account with one of the listed websites that majority of people are using. So it's simple. And the reason why I suggest stocks are easiest because you got a lot of branches and categories, and whatever income you have or no income, you can actually get into it a lot cheaper. So just like, for example, like I see a lot of advertisements talking about Webull. There's one advertisement app. Got Robinhood that now, is under fire for all the stuff they're doing. Got Charles Schwab that I personally use. And you got like E-Trade, etc., etc. There's a lot of platforms out there for stocks. The great part about stocks is you can diversify your portfolio, meaning that within the stock trading apps, you got a lot to pick from. So as I mentioned earlier, as a disclaimer, I'm just a person just talking about random stuff and just mentioning it, and this is not financial advice. And let's get back to what I'm actually talking about. So what you want to do in stocks, like everything else in investments, you want to do researching how it works. So you just don't blindly get into stocks. For example, like GameStop, AMC, those are they call it the meme stocks, and people investing to it because, currently they're trying to have a fight with the hedge funds and they do whatever they want to do. Personally, investment, you always want to do your research. Same thing with stocks. You do not buy a stock that, just because everyone says to buy it, they get it. Instead, you get it by looking into the company, looking at what they do, what type of things they do, what type of research they do. Always do your research before purchasing any stocks. Personally, if you get a stock and you're looking for a long-term investment, you want to get the stocks that go up over time. So what you should do is look at the history. So look at the history. Look what happened to the company before. Look what they do before. So a lot of people say Tesla is a great company. A lot of people say like Amazon, all the big ones. There's also small companies itself can do really good. You just have to look into their history, do research. If you like a company a lot and look up what they do, majority of the time you can actually profit from your investment. And there's a lot of YouTubers proving that stocks itself is really beneficial. Even they go down, they'll still go back up. And you gotta look at itself the market. A lot of people say, what happened to markets like, for example, Japan, other countries? Those type of markets, they went up and they went down and they never came back up. But America is different because the competitiveness and the nature of the companies that operate in America We always have downtimes and uptimes, but most of the time, when the uptimes do come, they always break through the downtimes, meaning stocks and companies will usually go up because they try and compete. The whole point of companies is compete. That's the whole point of stock market and investment. And if you look at it, you look at history, it's even been proven that even a monkey can, randomly pick stocks and it'll come out profitable. For example, that one YouTuber, Graham Stephan, he got another YouTuber to pick 10 stocks using a monkey, which is pretty ridiculous, which is the most awesome thing I've ever seen. And the 10 stocks he picked, it all went up in value. Even if it goes down, as long as you have patience and persistence, it eventually goes back up, leading to a profit in his investments. So what I'm trying to break down is, if you want to find investment that's really simple to get in, doesn't require that much overhead, and doesn't require as much risk as other places, just stick with stocks. Because as long as you have a computer, as long as you have internet, and you're willing to do the research and look up what other companies you do, just start with stocks. Because the whole point in the end, investments is to help you live out the life you want without working on the other side of your life. That's the whole point of building it. And after you build your stocks as investment, you can always move to other types of investments such as real estate. You don't have to stick with one. You always want to diversify your portfolio, so just in case one thing fails, you have something else to back you up. I'll see you next time on my channel, and this is the end of the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.